So I'm going to do a demonstration on how I'm editing these super green, lush, late spring, early summer pictures. Um, I posted in one of these finished images in some Facebook groups that got a lot of attention and people asking how I did it, so here we go. Um, this is straight out of camera. My settings were, well, hold on. ISO, you can see right here. Um, ISO 100 with my 85 millimeter prime lens, and I have a Nikon Z6 II. My aperture was at 1.4 and my shutter was at 1250, so pretty fast. I was trying to, I like to shoot dark. I did this last spring though when I didn't really have an editing style developed or a shooting style developed really. So if I were to redo this, I might have even shot it a little darker to not blow this out. Like, I don't know that it's actually blown out, but it looks blown out, you know, so whatever. I don't have any good photos with this green lush stuff in the background, so this is what we have to work with. So let's see. I started by applying, I use Lady Tori Lightroom presets. They're amazing, and I actually just got her Candescent set, and I'm going to do another video showing me like playing with them for the first time and like experimenting with them and stuff. So that's something. I'm going to use this Golden Evening 6. The ones I use the most out of this preset pack are 1, 4, 8, and 11, sometimes 7, sometimes 3. Those are the ones I stick to most. See, this is really pretty too. But I want to keep these like lush greens in here. So I applied my preset. I'm going to turn my exposure up a tad, not too much, because I still like, I'm looking to keep this background darker because I edit more like moody. So I think I'm going to warm it a tad, just a tad. And I believe I pulled this green slider over to be a little bit more golden. And what else did I do? I think I darkened. Oh no, I turned up the saturation for my. Maybe it was my yellows. Nope, it wasn't. Here's my oranges. I turned up the saturation for something. I don't remember what it was. Let me go back and. Okay. This is all just. Maybe I don't know what I did for that other one. I'll just leave it alone. Okay. So I'm going to turn up my darks a little bit here. Let me go. So this is 89. Let me go back and see what I did for this one. Look at my history. So orange luminance shift. I guess I just made it more golden. Green hue shift. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I just do it until it looks good. All right. So I am going to turn up my luminance on this, make her a little bit brighter. It kind of like, you notice how it desaturated it a bit? I'm going to go up to dehaze and bring that moodiness back in with keeping my oranges like less bold. You know, I think I am happy with this. I want to make sure that our horizon line is straight, and it pretty much is. So I'm going to let's see, before I pop this in to Photoshop, I'm going to turn the lights a little bit more, my darks a little bit more, I think, yeah. Okay. So, before I pop it into Photoshop, I just want to point out that, like, my subject is still very dark. Background is about where I want it to be. Sky totally blown out. I don't know. I might fix it. I might not. We'll see. So I'm going to press Control E or Command E if you're on Mac. Put it into Photoshop. My computer's gonna, I need a new hard drive. Like, I have used up all the space on my hard drive, or both of my hard drives, both of my terabytes, and there's just a lot going on in here. Okay, so I'm here, and the first thing I want to do is I've got these actions here. Let me get out of, maybe I can just look at, I don't know how to isolate these, so all you see are my action sets. I don't know. I need to figure that out. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to play a little brighter action. And all that is I believe I just did like a camera raw filter, I think. Or maybe it was just an adjustment layer. I don't remember what I did for this one, but it just brightened it a bit and made it a little bit more contrasty. And I like that. I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm going to press Shift Control E to merge those layers. And now I want to paint on brightness. So I play my paint on brightness action, and I make sure that I have my mask selected, and then my brush is white, and I'm going to just go 100% whole hog. And I use a Wacom tablet that I think my daughter did something with. It's on the floor, I don't know. But I use a Wacom tablet with a pen, and I brush. That's how I brush stuff in with Photoshop. So actually, how I discovered this technique, it was like a really long time ago. I was just like literally Googling how to make images pop when I was like very starting out. And someone had this blog, and they talked about these layer modes right here. See how it says screen? You have all of these options for layer modes. So screen makes it lighter, basically. If you have something, like if you buy an overlay and it has a black background, you go into screen mode and everything that's black will go away. And if you do that to an image, like a regular image, it just makes it lighter, but in a way that's not just turning up the brightness, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I just use the stuff. So I'm going to paint this on and see, make sure that the whole subject is painted on. Okay. I also, you know what, I'll save that for later. I'm going to Shift Control E to merge those, and then I'm going to paint on darkness next when this merges. Okay. And all this is I used multiply mode, and I did change the opacity, so, you know, and you can set it to whatever you want to get whatever effect you want. So I'm going to like paint in where I want it to be dark. I'm creating like this moody image. my gosh, my computer's going so slow because I'm recording. I cannot have a YouTube channel with a computer this slow. I'm gonna need to get another hard drive. Oh man. Let's see. This one, yeah. I want all of that dark right there. And you notice how it's not like you're turning down the brightness or anything. When you use multiply, it makes it darker, but it also kind of pops the color a little bit. So it does a little bit more than just take that away. Than just making it dark. I'm just gonna darken all of this and see how I like it. And then, oh my gosh, okay. Let's see, and I'll probably go in, I'll take the darkness away, like this bright spot. No, I don't like that. I'm not gonna do that. So this is the point where I'm just like playing around, seeing what I like, what I think looks cool, and I'll like add, subtract, and I'll just play with this balance of light and dark. And you can even, you know, paint on light and dark spots in dresses and hair and stuff like that. I guess that's what they call, you know, painterly editing, because you're literally like painting with light on your image. So that's merging. So I shoot very dark. All of my raw images are very, very dark. And to kind of mitigate that, I use topaz denoise. If it gets too noisy, like I don't mind some grain, but sometimes it's just really noisy, and especially if I want those blue hour tones, like you got to get rid of that noise sometimes. So just if anyone was wondering about that. Okay, so I'm going to add in some more light. See, I like her dress that bright, but maybe her skin doesn't need to be super bright. And I'll even all that out. Okay. Where can I add some brightness? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit much. Maybe I'll turn the opacity down. Like I want my subject to be light, but I don't want it to look like she's glowing, because that's just not natural looking. So there's that. I'm going to merge these layers. Okay. Now I want to know what is going to happen if I warm it up. I mean, I like the colors how they are, but I just want to see. That's very yellow. Very yellow. What if I turn it down to like 20%? How does that change it? Because this is a summer picture. Like, I kind of like the whole dripping with summer hot goodness look. I mean, it made her skin warmer. So again with this has a mask layer. If I wanted the background to be warm and not her, I would just mask her off, or vice versa. Also, I like this. I might add some more like drama or something. Let's see. Deeper blacks. Let's invert this and see. Okay, so that makes it like a crazy looking. Well, it looks crazy on one monitor, not the other, but trust me, it's crazy looking. I'm gonna turn it down. I don't know. Still a bit much. I like it. Maybe I'll just mask it off of her face. If I was delivering this to a client, I would probably use denoise. Even there's like a little bit of noise, you could barely tell, but it's really prominent on her face. So, okay, I'm just gonna take the deeper blacks off of her face, and let's take it off her hair too. Why not? You can't even hardly tell. It's not that big of a difference, but I know. Take it off. Okay. So it just really kind of just gave it a little bit more depth. That's what I'm looking for. I used to sharpen my images to give it this depth, but I realized if you go overkill on sharpening, which I tend to do, it looks crazy when it's printed. And I was like, ugh, I don't want to risk it. So now what I want to do with this image is I can see the sun coming in from over here. I have these overlays that I use like all the freaking time. Let me find them. I do not remember where they came from. GTG transparent light. I don't even know. I got, oh, Gatsby. It's greater than Gatsby. Yeah, greater than Gatsby. I got these light overlays. I use this one right here, Gatsby Light 1, Gatsby Light 5, like all the freaking time. I love them. And I will show you why. Okay. I'm going to drag it onto my image. And then we're going to change the mode to screen. I'm going to stick it in the corner right here where the sun is coming in, and I'm going to lower the opacity. You know what? I might do this too. Make it bigger. And lower the opacity some more. It just adds like a bit more color to the image, and it makes sense where I put it. You know, you don't want to put a sun flare in a spot where it wouldn't make, like, you know, look where your sun's coming from, because obviously, like, I've got all this space right here. Like, I could put it there, but your eye subconsciously knows that the sun is actually over here because of the way the shadows are and stuff. So I might lower that even more. But yeah, I just need to add a little bit of that like color in the corner. Let's see, where's the center of this thing right there? Okay, and I'm actually going to press this button right here. Here. Mask it, and use my brush to mask it off if there's any orange on her face. I don't want that. Just to be safe. Okay, now I'm going to merge those. So I think I think she could stand to be a little bit brighter. So just a little bit, like the tiniest bit. So let's run my a little brighter action, and then click that, and I'm going to invert that, and I'm going to paint that just on her. Yeah, I like it. So that's, you know, it's not a super big difference, but it is to me. It's actually a huge difference to me. So to my client, they don't care. They're like, it's beautiful. Okay. So she's got like some blotchiness on her chest. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna take my patch tool, fix that. Oh, do that for. Okay. And I'm not gonna smooth her skin because it's noisy, and then I have to like remove all this noise, and y'all don't want to stick around for that. And I think just getting rid of that little patch, it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that noticeable. And I like people to look like they have skin texture because they're human. Maybe the last thing I'll do is run my paint on brightness action again and brighten her hair a bit. I mean, this chick just had a baby. She did not have time to go do her hair, but I know that she usually keeps her hair pretty light. So I'm just gonna make her look more like herself and lighten all this. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I'm done messing with it. Yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to, if there's more sky in this picture, I might do a sky replacement. I did do a sky replacement in the other one, and I would just want to point out how subtle. Let me save this. I want to point out how subtle it is, because I see a lot of sky replacements and I'm like, whoa dude, that looks fake as F. So there's that. Yeah, you see I got a little blue, I got a little cloud, like it just looks like, and honestly this kind of looks a little fake to me too, but I like the color that it adds, and most people wouldn't even nitpick that much, so whatever, it's fine. But yeah, there you have it. So basically how I got those lush greens, I used my multiply layer, light painted, adjusted the colors a little bit, made it a tad bit warmer, and I really think that the light flare adds, I don't know, just some color interest. Is that a technical term? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to be selling these actions soon. I'm like kind of still testing them, waiting to hear back from people, like if they work or not for them, and just making sure that they're perfect. I might kind of edit some of them a little bit before I start putting them up for sale, but anyway, that's there it is. That's that. So check out my next video. I'm going to be doing the Lady Tory Candescent presets and showing how I'm going to utilize those. I think they're really going to make my life easier. I think they're kind of more my style. So it's going to decrease my workflow time. Anyway, thank you for watching.